Hello, everyone. Welcome to Map to Love. I had a deal with Spirit when I reached 717 subscribers that was the perfect time to record and put out a very special holiday twin flame soulmate reading. As always, with every reading or anything in life, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Time is an illusion. Whenever you're guided to this is the absolute perfect time for you to hear these messages, just as I know that a portal has been opened for this union, this sacred divine union. Because this morning, and I'm not kidding you, this is how Spirit works. It's so amazing. This stuff happens all the time. I have my microwave clock. I know how to reprogram, right? The power's gone out a couple times, so I reprogrammed it. But the stove clock that I have couldn't figure out for the life of me how to do it. So I designated that's my angel clock, my angel number clock, if I ever feel like I look over and it stands out. This morning I looked at the regular clock. It was 7:17 in the morning. And I looked over at the stove and it said 10:10. And I'm not kidding you. So the portal is open, you guys, to this union. I know you can feel it. There's many different readers out there, intuitive guides that can feel it as well. And it's just that time for the union. It's like the universe, we're moving into, Sagittarius, right? Action time, passion, creativity ignited, this, sacred sexual union within yourself activated and wanting to share that with another and things just coming together. It just feels like things are coming together and the portal is open. 717 correlates to the Lover's card, a very sacred union, a very powerful union coming together. And I'm going to view this as romantic and passionate of what's coming together, who's coming into union. Also, I see it as each seven being two spiritual beings who have learned their spiritual lessons that were necessary to get them to the point to come into union. And the one in the middle is coming into union and becoming one. So two spiritual beings becoming one. As I said before, take what resonates with you. We're going to get different energies, like the main energies with the romance angel cards, and clarify it with some tarot. And because this is a general collective reading, there's so many of you out there on this journey. We're all on different points, so I want to get different energies. If one doesn't resonate, I bet you the next one will. Like that. So just take it as. And after this portion, we're going to get the tarot of sexual magic over here, and we're going to view in what's going on with the union and what's coming through in this portal, this union portal, and going into the new year. So it's a very special holiday reading here. I'm going to see what's going to happen during this holiday time, depending where you're at. First group, playfulness. In the world, it's just this time period. So it's in November. So I'm feeling it's going to go through February, like Valentine's time. That you will be experiencing these things. Okay, so the first grouping is playfulness and romantic feelings, okay? To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, this can go a couple different ways depending on your situation. If you are in union with someone or you're wanting to recapture what you had once before, your feelings are real and worth exploring again. So open yourself up to that again if you're in union. Open yourself up to the romance. Be playful, flirt. Recapture what it was like when you first met is what I'm feeling from these cards. If that's not your situation and you're not in union, being playful and flirting with life and dressing the way that makes you feel good and getting out and socializing is important, because that's how you're going to meet people, and your vibrant light is attracting people to you. And when you do meet someone that you have that little spark with, that I feel is going to happen with a lot of people if you haven't met anybody, and you feel that spark, it's real. That connection, that spiritual connection, that energetic connection, that feeling that you have inside yourself that this person is someone special, and you feel very attracted to them, and you feel attracted to getting to know them, and just you want to know everything about them. That's real, okay? Trust yourself on this. Trust yourself on that feeling. So if you're in this playful, romantic kind of mode, or you're wanting to get yourself here, because this is the place you want to be again. We're going to get some more information on this part of. So playfulness and romance is coming in. Having fun again. Feeling free like you were when you were younger, you know. Wow. Look at that. Look, you see? You see how that went? Whoa. Okay, so trusting. It's really important that you guys, you know, the number 7. Again, the 717 portal, right? 7. Trust your spiritual guidance. Follow your spiritual path. What piques your interest, you know, follow that and trust your connection with source energy, because it's really strong right now. God, the angels, your loved ones are speaking to you, helping you learn these lessons, helping you move forward, helping you open up and be fun, you know, playful again and go back to being romantic. Maybe it's been so serious, you know, working on work and the pentacles and the, you know, the material world, and then forgetting about that romance and love and connecting with someone, heart space to heart space, looking deep within their eyes is, you know, and having fun again and being flirty and dancing and maybe dancing a little dirty, you know, I know, that's fun. Oh, yeah. So, and whatever you're moving on from, moving out of the darkness of this connection, moving out of the shadows of not feeling good enough, not feeling like you had enough to offer or you weren't worthy of this love, being stuck in a situation or relationship that was stagnant and you were bored and you were just depressed, and finally connecting with the higher part of you, knowing what you need to leave behind. And this could really just be a simple shift in perception. Like, instead of letting the world stress you out and everything, and you know, just kind of letting go, going back to the basics, connecting, going within, allowing yourself to heal, you might see this union in a different way and let go of the burdens is what I'm hearing. Drop the burdens. Let the burdens of the past go. Trust your intuition on what direction. Follow the light, because you're coming into material harvest. And when we're talking about a union, okay, we're talking about coming into union. Well, to me, material harvest card coming out, again, a spiritual number, the sun shining in. This means that this union is coming into the physical. I mean, think about that. This is a very physical card. This is material harvest. Being able to touch someone, smell them, taste them, feel them, hold them, bring them close to you. And how you do that is by letting go of the toxic thoughts, letting go of the self-defeating behaviors, codependencies, addictions. You let go of all that stuff, and you know, you take your spiritual cleansing bath, and Spirit wants to bathe you in all this healing and purification, so you can really move on and experience this harvest. It will be very abundant. This union is very abundant that's coming in, or that is in. Well, that's a lot, but let's see what they are. Maybe this is, I think they have to take them all. Again, trust your intuition. Things that were hidden before are going to be revealed, because you're allowing yourself to come out of the darkness. You're allowing yourself to come out of the illusions, the fantasies, the, you know, too much thinking in your head, and balancing that and trusting your heart, trusting your intuition. Here again, take that time out. Maybe it's a time for solitude for some of you to really figure out what you want, to really learn these lessons. Another 9, this is ending things and leveling up spiritually. The Hermit card, you know, introspection. You're getting wisdom from the universe, from God, to bring down into the physical. You're getting that clarity that you need by going within and trusting yourself. Perhaps you've had a lot of outside influences in on your unions, telling you how you should be and what kind of people you should date and who you should be with. You know what? They can't tell you that. Only you know that in your heart. And this is successful. When you move on from what's not serving you, when you trust your guidance and you really connect with who you really are, you're going to be recognized. Recognized with gifts coming into the material and being successful in your career, being successful in this relationship. You know, maybe that's what you're working on, is more material harvest so that you can offer something more to this union. But that's all coming. Yeah, look at this. Trust the clarity that's coming in from the universe on this particular situation. If you're feeling romantic and like you just want that playfulness back and you want that again. Moving on from suffering and silence. Again, 999 for this group. So 9s, you may be seeing a lot of 9s as well. And that is part of the journey, leveling up spiritually and ending things. No longer suffering in silence, moving on from that, being in a situation that makes you feel stuck and like you were buried. I feel like you've been in a situation where you've been buried, like under the ground, like you didn't matter, like your feelings didn't matter. But now you're getting that clarity and truth. Yes, it does matter. It matters how I feel, because my emotions are my guidance system to move me forward. So I need to feel what I need to feel, and I need to get the clarity in my head and clean up my thoughts about myself and my thoughts about love, my thoughts about this union, allow myself time to heal, and then speak my truth, right? I feel like you need to speak your truth. You need to speak up. You don't need to be in silence anymore, because guess what? Once you speak up, look at that, new beginnings, new beginnings. New beginnings, feeling passionate, that flame, that sacred sexual fire ignited within you, and opening your heart again and feeling the connection, feeling the love, feeling the desire, creative projects moving forward, this union moving forward, feeling refreshed and restored by this connection that you have with your sacred divine partner. I mean, it's just beautiful, right? But you got to be playful and lighten up and reach out to people and let this go. You know, the clarity's coming in. You just have to go within and trust yourself. So for this group, that would be the advice: is just trust yourself. You're moving on into brand new, passionate communication coming in, clear thought, no longer suffering, moving on from that into victory and harvest in the material world. Okay, I'm going to clean this up, and we're just going to keep going on with, I'll reshuffle these. We'll put this over here. Okay, highest and best spirit for the general collective. What are other energies that are happening in the general collective on this journey? Okay, so first, this is different, will be different for everybody. Take what resonates. Either you've been in separation for a while and this person is finally coming back, and it's saying give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Maybe you felt distant and you really want to work on it, and it's saying, try to work on it. Or this is, you may be separated for a while because you or your masculine, the feminine or the masculine, may just need a little break. Maybe you're traveling, maybe you live in different cities, different countries, whatever it is. But time apart will give you that perspective that you need of what you truly want. And it's like, just kind of work on that balance within yourself and work within you. And that will help your connection, giving your relationship a chance. And then for another group of you, you gave it a chance and it's been long enough and you're ready for the separation, but you want your partner to know, or they want you to know, that even if you're going to separate, get divorced, not be together anymore, that they are always going to carry a piece of you in their heart. They're always going to hold a piece of you and sometimes it is time to transition, like you've given it enough of a chance and now you're separating. So whatever group you resonate in, let's just see what's going on, what spiritual advice would be for this time of separation or giving it a chance, working on your partnership, wherever you're at. But there either has been separation or there's going to be, and it might be a final separation for some because you've given it a chance and it's just not working out. But you can end it and you can move on with love in your heart and compassion, allowing the other person to move on. I mean, if we hold on to people, we're not into it, okay, and we're holding on to it, why? Why do that? Because you're not only hurting yourself, but you're hurting the other person. And then if you can turn around and work this out and get this distance thing and separation thing figured out, then yes, do that if that feels right to you. But you have to trust yourself. You know what's in your heart. Wow. Okay, so we're going to start here. Third eye awakening with this union. Getting the clarity you need, whether it's you're leaving, you're separating, or you're actually giving it a chance and coming back together. You're seeing through the illusions now. You're facing your fears about it. Perhaps you've been, some of you I feel have been avoiding it, avoiding talking about it, avoiding seeing the truth, not really wanting to see what the truth was. Because for some of you, it does mean separation. It does mean endings. And for some of you, you're hesitant of letting this person back in, right? But this is blessings and harmony and peace and balance coming in. to your life is the 6. Because you're now allowing yourself to see the truth. That's why. Difficult times, but it's important, right? You're allowing yourself to see the truth that you've allowed yourself to stay trapped in fear. You've allowed yourself to build walls around your heart and not communicate and make up all these stories. And what you really want is to manifest abundance in the physical world, manifest the key out of here. And what you're going to realize, if you haven't realized already, when your third eye awakens and you really look at yourself and you're authentic, you take off the mask and you're honest, you're going to realize that you have the power to let yourself out of this, to let go of the toxicity, to let go of the relationship, to let go of the toxic thoughts that you're thinking about this person with. And for some of you, in reality, they're really a beautiful person, but you're not seeing it because you've got all these old wounds and fears and illusions that are clouding you. And it's time to, the universe is coming in with that epiphany, those tower moments, to give you that clarity. There are beautiful meditations on YouTube and all over the place to open up your third eye. I would definitely look to that if you feel guided. But yeah, look at that. It's time to make the decision. This is the 2 of Wands, making the decision. Which path do I want to follow? Which door do I want to go through? Do I want to stay in this energy, this toxic, lower vibration energy? It could be your partner that's trapped in fear as well. So please take it as it resonates. But it's like, do we really want to stay here? Or be honest and speak up and say how we really feel and go through the transition, whatever that transition is. Because whatever it is, whether you're leaving, separating, divorcing, ending things, or you're trying to come back together, you know what's best for you. It's going to be triumphant. This is finding that balance. This is the Chariot. There needs to be a decision made so that movement can be made forward. And whatever direction that your heart is taking you, it's going to be victorious. But it's finding that balance within yourself so that you can make a balanced decision. Yeah, there's been a lot of toxicity, you guys, in this group. There's been a lot of toxic thoughts, a lot of toxic behaviors, codependence, addictions could be plaguing this or affecting your union, either in yourself or in your partner. But it's again, transforming. Both of these cards are like, to me, are transforming the shadows into the light, because this is all about finding balance. This is all about choosing to go to the light, to the lighter side. We all have shadow aspects. We have every emotion available to us. But we can transform the shadow aspects, the fears, the lower vibration energies into the light. That's going to be successful. This is really, truthfully, what I was feeling. Again, this is your third eye opening and actually looking to the light and seeing the truth. That's what's happening. Another 6. And when you do that, when you look and you find out the truth, whatever it is, and you're honest about it, it's going to be successful. Rising out of the ashes, new beginnings, getting that clarity. But you have to allow, I feel like for a lot of you, you have not allowed yourself to see the truth, or your partner hasn't. And there's been some kind of negative behavior, temptations, thought processes, whatever it is, feeling down, feeling bad about themselves. They don't have enough to offer. Maybe they lost a job. I don't know, whatever the case may be. Or it's just this marriage or relationship has failed and it just feels like a failure, but it's not. It's just a chosen experience. And if a relationship is ending, or you're separating, or whatever is happening in your life, it's meant for a reason, because you're meant to be with somebody else, or you're meant to go in another direction, or during this time of separation, you're learning things and you're growing and you're healing. Sometimes that's important, but it is important to speak your truth as well, though, and not hold it within yourself. Speak up, be compassionate, but it's time to decide and move forward and no longer let codependencies and addictions and belief systems that don't serve you plague you anymore. You've got to go to the light. Follow the light. Follow your guidance, and only you know what the truth is, because this is riding into freedom. This is strength and stamina moving forward. So whatever direction you're going, it's going to be successful. So just trust that. Trust that about yourself. Yeah. Trust that you deserve to be with a soulmate. and you're having memories of sweet love. And maybe this is the card for the people who want to come back together, who are coming back together, someone from the past coming back together and having those memories of love and giving it a chance. So this is a message for the people that are wanting to give it a chance. You know, if you're not in the situation where you know it's time to leave and you want to give it a chance, just remember the sweetness of the love that you had. Recapture the romance by seeing the lighter side of life, simplifying your life, connecting to that inner light within you, and just looking at things from a place of unconditional love. It's a totally different place to be in. No judgment from Spirit's point of view, and you can move forward in that way. But that's definitely a soulmate card, and I do feel like for the ones that you're resonating with someone coming back from a past or rekindling what you have, it's going to be very passionate and what you've been desiring, that connection. So there you go. And I believe these two cards, this one and this one, came out with the first grouping of cards, right? So it's just another confirmation that there's new beginnings coming in love. In whatever direction you're guided to go, there's new beginnings coming. Okay. Let's get another energy read for the general collective here, another grouping, and then we'll go into the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Okay. Highest and best spirit, what else is going on with the general collective? Wow. Those just flew right out, didn't they? I love it how it happens. Okay. So for this group, possibly it's like moving on. Okay. So what I'm feeling from, okay, so we have the two groups here, right? The people that are going to give it a chance, right? You're moving in this direction of romance and flirting and playfulness and whatever, what we started with into these new beginnings. If you're the one that feels like it's separation, you're learning from it and you're forgiving yourself, you're forgiving them. And it's just, there's not enough attraction to keep it together. So for whoever is listening and resonates with this, or perhaps it's a relationship that you did have, it's there's just not, it's like you love them and you care for them, or they love and care for you, but there's just not enough attraction. There's not enough spark that's keeping it going. And so now you're learning that it's nobody's fault. Sometimes that happens. And I feel when that happens and it truly, you don't feel that way about the person anymore, it's because you're meant for somebody else and they're meant for somebody else. And it's just being honest about that there's just, I care about you, and man, you're so beautiful. And I don't know, you might be the mother or father of my children, but I'm not into it anymore. And as you release and heal the past hurts, past wounds, you experience more love in your present moments. As you actually let yourself move on from situations that aren't serving you. And it could be something that ended a long time ago, but you're just holding the energy of it. It's forgiving yourself, learning, taking the lessons forward. So when we leave these types of situations and we cut the cords, call in Archangel Michael, he's very helpful in that regard. We cut the cords of the past, no matter if it's a recent past or a long time ago, and you just can't forget about this person, but there just seems to be nothing going on with it. What Spirit is saying in this portal and this 717 activation is when you let this go, that's when you come into your divine partnership. And they said, look at the bottom of the deck. What is it? See? Wow. Very soon. So when you let go, it happens very soon, and it's time to have heart-to-heart conversations. No matter what situation you're in, even if you're in a great union, it's always important to open up and be authentic and have heart-to-heart conversations every once in a while. You know, it helps deepen your bond. So very soon, that's what I'm feeling for all of you. No matter what situation you're in, it's very soon that you're going to recapture this. It's very soon that someone's coming back. It's very soon that you're meeting that new person. But we've got to forgive and learn the lessons in order to move forward and let go of relationships that are just done. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing. I mean, we live in, come on, it's almost 2020. We're living in a place, everybody has different beliefs, and I honor everybody's different beliefs. If you believe in polygamy, good for you. If that works for you, that's amazing. If you believe, you're in a same-sex relationship, awesome. If you're wanting, just whatever situation you're in, it's okay. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and it's just not there, and you can't make it be there. You can't make that chemistry be there. And I know as a woman, I'm just being honest, and I'm not saying every woman feels this way, but I feel like a lot of women do. If it's shut off and we don't feel it, it's just shut off. Even if we want it back on, it's just like you can't even get it back on. That's what I'm feeling. It's just like I want to love this person. Oh my God, they would be so nice if this would work out, but it just feels like it's just not. And you know, I'm sending you healing if this is what you're going through right now. But when you clearly decide what you want, it'll come to you. So what do you want out of the union you're in, or out of this union coming in? Yeah, here you go. There's your, if you didn't hear it already, here's the Tower moment. There's just not enough to keep it together. And that's what the epiphany, the realization is like, darn it. You know, but it feels disruptive now. But once the path is clear, you're going to see why it happened. Yeah, it's feeling very challenging, right? Moving through the challenges, through the obstacles, ending things. Changes are happening, big changes are happening. And it's like you feel like, oh my gosh, can I make it across here? Yes, you can. One step at a time, keep moving forward because you're moving towards your destiny. When the smoke settles and the storm clears, you're moving towards your destiny. And right behind this card is big, beautiful sun. So that's what's breaking through. You're having a breakthrough of clarity of what your happiness really is. What you've been sacrificing for a long time that you don't want to sacrifice any longer. And I feel like it's love of having that true divine partner. Again, this card came up again. Wow. It was in the first, it's time to decide, right? It is. It's just time to decide and let go. Let go of the past, because look at what you're moving into. Lovers, come on, you guys. I'm so happy. Thank you, Spirit. This Tower moments, these changes, whatever's going on, separations, all these things that are happening are for a reason, so that you can be with your true divine partner. Look at how much love is between them. The divine masculine is just glowing so in love with his true partner, true divine feminine. This is that connection that I said, when you're open and honest and you have these heart-to-heart conversations, then you get to a point where you don't even have to say anything at all. You just look into one another's eyes and you can feel it. You can feel the love. You can feel the spiritual connection. You can feel that this has been lifetime upon lifetime. And another 6 coming in. So you have a lot of blessings coming in from the past, either a past life or in this life, but there is harmony and peace coming into your life. If you forgive yourself, and if you let go of toxic thoughts, and you set yourself free, and you go towards what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel the romance, what makes you feel that sacred sexual union, your sacral chakra just lit up like crazy. That's the kind of union that this is, the lovers. And here, the choice that you're making is you're choosing your true divine partner. You're choosing true, pure, unconditional love. That's what you're choosing. Yeah, moving away from this, okay? Away from this. Discontentment, boredom, not seeing that the universe is offering this beautiful, huge cup that's coming soon. This Ace of Cups, this new beginning in love. But you got to walk away from what's not serving you. And you have to recognize how abundant and how worthy and how deserving you are of this love. And heal your heart space. Beautiful. I hope that you enjoyed that part. Now we're going to get the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And we're just going to see where the union is at. But whatever, it's happening very soon. That's what I felt. 717-1010. I mean, come on. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Let's see, in this holiday time, this very special celebrations that people have during this time period, during the winter months over here, and see what's going to happen with the union or what's going on, and get the story. And what I love about these cards is I get different things every time, and they really speak to me, these cards. And you know, of course, they're nice to look at when you got hot bodies to look at, right? But the Knight of Swords, this is a masculine taking charge. The masculine's taking charge in whatever way. Not worrying about what their family, friends, outside, ridiculous, gossipy people are talking about, what society says, whatever. Taking charge of their life and going after what they want and who they want. Making that decision, getting that clarity. Actually, I feel the masculine ready to communicate to the feminine that by you staying in your power and setting your healthy boundaries and knowing your worth and loving yourself unconditionally and letting that inner light shine so bright. I mean, this is what they're like, this is it. You're my goddess. You are my queen. You are the empress. Look how beautiful you are and abundant you are. This is the Queen of Pentacles, like creating life, very much empress energy. And this is how the masculine is viewing the feminine in this union. And this is an encouragement from the universe for the feminine to stay in your power. And when you want to, you know, you will always be adored by this masculine. This masculine loves to adore you. You can also switch roles and have some fun and let them take charge. And it's just, I feel like a lot of fun. There'll be a lot of fun and a lot of dressing up and role play if you like that, you know. If you like that. Contemplation. Some of you are in contemplation. The feminines are in contemplation. Is this the offer I want? This coming back from the past or the relationship, is this really what I want? Do I want to accept this offer? Do I want to accept this new cup and move on from the past? And I feel like for some of you feminines, it's reflection. Like, what do I want? What do I really want? But there is an offer coming in. Like I said, there's communication coming in from the masculine, but it's up to you to decide if you want this person or not. Look, the Knave of Swords, right? I feel like as you're sitting and contemplating, feminines, the masculine is kind of watching you, admiring you, a little overwhelmed by how powerful you are. Look how giant that sword is that the feminine has. Like, that's the truth and the clarity that is her foundation, that she stands on, and that she knows her worth. And yeah, sure, you can look, but you are not going to touch until I make my decision if you are my true divine masculine, if you are my true divine partner. So you better prove it to me. And a little intimidating because of how confident the feminine is. I mean, look at this confidence. Like, well, it's my choice. You know, I know it's my choice. I always have a choice. Look at that. Ace of Swords has come out how many times? 3 times? I mean, this is extreme clarity. And look at that. Oh, God, come on, you guys. Yes. This is what's coming in. Look at this. Role play. What did I say? It's going to be fun, and it's going to be adventurous. So it's like, take charge, feminine, if you need to take charge. If you're the one that feels like you need to take charge towards this union, go ahead. This is your... come on. Woo! Red room style for some of you. Yes. Okay, here's that big, giant sword. Lay that sword down and go after it. If you're feeling that, divine feminines, and you're feeling like you're the one that wants to just kind of go after it because you just want to, you know, get some and you're ready for that, that's what I feel like, that's what the universe is saying, that's coming in, where you're going to get this opportunity to just go for it and just be who you want to be and be all that you are, the beautiful goddess, the intense dominatrix that you are, and just go after it. Look at that. Choices and decisions. We got it twice in the earlier part of the union. Look, the decision is being made, or it has been made. I choose you. You are my true partner. I choose you because I know this is destined and fated, because I can feel it in my heart. I can feel it in my soul and every fiber of my being that I know it's you. So this is what's happening in this portal, in this energy, is that the decisions are being made to go after your destiny, your fated destiny. So hold your vision. Whoever's listening to this, hold your vision and hold it strong and dream bigger, because this is union. Look, I want to be with you. Deep, what did I talk about? Deep conversations, expressing yourself is imperative that you speak up. Look at that fire between the two, between the lovers, between this destined fated, the red strings of fate, judgment. Judgment has been, the call has been made. This is what is supposed to happen. And at the bottom, right, making the decision. The masculine wants to come forward into the physical world towards his true divine partner. I mean, it's and going to make an offer. Look at that. Going to make an offer, taking movement forward, taking control of their life, finding the balance, the chariot, balancing the shadows and light and the masculine and feminine within, and coming forward. And look how close. He's so close that you can feel him. So close. And you know it's destiny. You know, there. Wow, it came out. It said, yep, this is, so what I was feeling from the card is the masculine is making the choice to come towards you, feminines. Following your light, following your, loves your pheromones, is so incredibly attracted to you. And then it came out, it flew out of the deck. So that's, to me, that's spirit saying, yes, what she just said is true. This is a confirmation of making the choice. Finally making the choice, and the Hierophant peeked out, just so you know. Making the choice, making the commitment to go for their, leave behind what's not serving them and go for their true divine partner. Yeah, what did I say? Moving on from what's not serving them. Amen, hallelujah. Moving on from the past. Finally moving on from the past. Taking those steps forward, knowing that it's not serving them. There's no power there. Going after the Two of Cups. The true Two of Cups. Making that decision to leave the past behind. Look at that. Trusting their intuition. Things being revealed on this union to you and to them. But trust your intuition on this union. You know. You know what's true. Nobody else can tell you what's true and what's not true about this union. But things are being revealed. Okay? Be playful. Look it and playing. Like, be playful with this. Don't be so hard and because of the past. Be playful with it. Allow yourself to receive what's coming forward. This fated, destined union. And it's heavily protected by spirit as well. Yeah. It's time to lay down the swords. Like, moving on into calmer waters, right? Six of Swords, just moving on from the past and wanting to, what did I say? Wanting to move on from the past to the Two of Cups. And then there's two people that are, just getting down to the roots of the union out in Mother Earth, fully exposed in full connection. And look, a sword here and a sword here. I can lay down my swords now, finally, and lay with you. So I feel like there's some rest and moving on into calmer waters coming in, making the decisions, knowing that it's fated and destined, and letting go of the cheating and the fighting and the lower vibration energies and really transforming them. Yeah, they said look under it. Look at this. Look at how this goes, just these three cards. Letting go of this, letting go of the hurt and pain, allowing yourself to heal, moving on. Nobody or nothing can affect this union now, and choosing to move on from the past into this union. I mean, that's what's happening. And it's written all over the cards, which is beautiful because, of course, we love getting confirmations, right? I could have told you all this because it was all the things I'm feeling, and I'm sure some of you are listening going, yeah, that's everything that I've been thinking. So this is your confirmation. If that's what you've been thinking, this is your confirmation. Yes, people are moving on from the past and moving towards the union. Taking control. No longer allowing others to control them. Realizing that they have the power to change things and make the choices that they want. Moving towards destiny. And I love that card came out. Whoa. Power of Love cards. We're going to read one of them, but we're going to see what they all are. Oh, there you go. Acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Yeah. It's just accepting the way things are. Accepting what's happened and what's worked out and what hasn't. Accepting yourself for who you are. Believing in yourself. Loving yourself. Believing in this connection. But acceptance of this connection finally. Because I think it's either you or them have been fighting it. Oh, is this real? Are they for real? Is this love for real? And now they know it's for real. It's for real, for real. Gratitude. You fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. Yeah, what I talked about in the beginning. Forgiving and learning the lessons. Having gratitude, being appreciative of every single person and experience on your journey because it's brought you to the place you are now where you're feeling more balanced and you're accepting things and making the choices that are best for you. And when we live in a state of appreciation, the universe will give us more to appreciate. And there we go, the past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. And I'm going to read from the past because I feel like that's accepting the past with gratitude. Beautiful. Accepting the past with gratitude. And finally moving forward. The past is done, and the future is yet to be. All you have is the now. And the past is your greatest teacher. Everything that has happened up until this moment is the product of a person you see in the mirror. That is why the power of now is so important. Only in the present do you have the opportunity to create both your past and your future. Always be mindful of your present moment thoughts, because in seconds, now will be your past, which you cannot get back. You don't want the past to steal your future, and the bridge between the two is present. Begin to live in present time, and always remember that through loving, compassionate thoughts and actions, you are creating a past that you can be proud of, and a bright future that awaits you. Beautiful. I wish you so many blessings on this journey, and I look forward to hearing from you. And I appreciate the support on my channel, and I'd really like to see it grow as much as it possibly can for highest and best and reach as many people. So if you feel inclined to share, please do. I'm also proving something to my daughter. You know, I gotta do that. I appreciate all of you, and I wish you the most beautiful holiday season.